We built this platform for stories unfold. Mindset to manuscript, speaking truth bold.
Diverse voices from the street to the stage. Your voice deserves to shake this ground. We coach, we write, we amplify sound.
Mindset to manuscripts on the scene. Now's the time to place the dream. Tell your story and get it straight. Mindset to Manuscript, hosted by JT Key.
Hey everyone, I would like to welcome you to this episode of Mindset to Manuscript with JT Speak Your Truth. You are not going to believe who I have in the building today. I know you're wondering. I know you see this gentleman over here and trying to figure it out. Well, if you've heard of African Royale, if you've heard of B&B products, if you've heard of massive hair show in Atlanta, then you have absolutely heard of this gentleman right here, Mr. Bernard Bronner, chairman of Bronner Bros.
I'm so happy to be here.
I am super hyped. I really appreciate you being here. I want to hear all about what you're doing with Bronner Brothers in terms of you. I don't know if you're still working as show director or in that capacity or not, but I want to learn all about that. But before we go into that, Ms. Bronner, the Truth Tribe is here because there's a lot of times where we just want to be inspired. We tend to think that we have to wear multiple hats and when we're doing something. And I know you and your family, you've been in this business for decades, many years. You've been doing this and you pretty much have the blueprint down packed. So let's just have a conversation and vibe a little bit and just tell us and just share with the Truth Tribe how you did it, man. How did you do it?
Well, yes. We're the Bronner family out of Atlanta, Georgia. And this year celebrates 78 years of Bronner Brothers. It also celebrates 36 years of Upscale magazine that we have published.
Yes.
And one of the largest things in Atlanta now is most of all the other brothers, they're pastors. So we have a huge following. With many churches there based in Atlanta, where Bishop Dale Bronner, Nathaniel and James and Charles C. Elijah, where they run huge churches.
Wow.
So the Bronner Brothers in Atlanta. So the Bronner Brothers, I spent 40 years as president and hands-on with Bronner Brothers, saving hair, and they have spent years saving souls.
Wow.
So we have saved hair and soul.
Wow, what a combination. Look good and give God the glory at the same time. Yes, I love it.
Like in life and stones all around, but I'm rooted in Jesus. I can't be drowned. When I got no signal, my spirit's still strong. He's a Wi-Fi connection that never goes wrong. The rock I stand on, solid and true. Ordering my steps in everything I do. Grace and mercy pouring, love overflowed. Dr. J. Anderson Cole, let the message be known. I'm rooted, I'm anchored in His name. Jesus lifts me higher every day, like in life, but I still remain standing on a rock that will never sway.
So, at any point, had you ever decided to go in that direction in terms of being a pastor or a preacher?
Absolutely not. When people used to, and the Bronner name got so big that Bronners used to be known for the hair shows, the beauty shows, and the brothers got so huge in their ministries. Now when you say brothers in ministry, it means a pastor.
Right.
And I told them that the best I could do is minister of finance when I handle the money from the companies. But Preaching was not my calling.
Nice. Wow. Well, you have what? How many brothers?
It's 5 of us. Okay. We had 6, but we had one to pass away at 38, about 20 years ago.
Oh,
yes.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Oh, that's deep. So let's talk then about what you're doing now in terms of uniting with your family, because you're in the hair and ministering on the finance side, they're ministering. So when do you have time to have those family dinners and have those getaways and those opportunities to everything going and multiple things happening, including Upscale, which is 36 years? When do you have time to spend time with family?
We have a lot of family time. One of my father, the founder's principles was he always said God first, family second, and business third, which means we have always had a heavy concentration on family being second. Some Easters and Thanksgiving, it's over 100 of us family members eating together. We come together a lot.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And we do spend a lot of time together with family events. Me and my immediate brothers, we do an annual trip. Like so after the brother Darrell, who died at the age of 38, we realized that life wasn't promised, and it changed our mindset. And from that point on, we had a bond where we decided that we weren't taking any spouses, any children, any friends. Just the 5 of us left would go together and spend a week together. And we've been places all over the world, just us 5, where we have bonded and eating every meal together and stayed and just enjoyed life. Like I said, we realize that no day is promised, so we have to live and get the best out of what we have to work with, and that's what we have done.
That's nice. Yeah. So you do this annually?
Yep.
Who chooses the locations?
It goes in order of age, and every year the oldest, then the next oldest, it goes around.
Nice. So who's choosing it for this year?
This year is the oldest, which is Nathaniel, and he has chose Costa Rica that we're going to.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I'm the second oldest, so next year will be my year.
All right, I'll be keeping tabs on where you guys are going. It's fantastic. Yes. It's really important to have that bond, particularly if you've lost someone so near and dear. Yes. But to not take the spouses or the kids or anyone, friends or no one.
Just us 5.
That's beautiful. Anybody's like, I want to go. Any spouses, hey, what about us? So they're like, no, we understand. This is your thing.
They were smarter than that. After we started doing it, they said, we're going to have a spouses trip. And the children said, we're going to have a siblings trip. So they started emanating us and basically saying, if they can, we can do it.
I love that.
So we have a lot of trips based on us starting out.
That's funny.
Our brother's trip.
That's nice. Well, it makes sense. I mean, you've led in so many facets across many different things. So it comes naturally. So it's beautiful too that the spouses and the siblings and everyone are like, wait, I could see that. That's what made me ask, because I said, wait a second, I know that there's got to be some extra points on that one. It's interesting because we have many generations that have come up since Bronner Brothers, Upscale have been in existence, even Rainforest. There's a lot. So just in terms of where you were when, and I know this is a legacy. I know that particularly Bronner Brothers is legacy, but let's start with Upscale magazine. Where were you in that moment in your life that you felt like we needed, and I agree 100% that we needed Upscale magazine?
Well, at the time, I was vice president of marketing and advertising for Bronner Brothers. And I was advertising in a lot of different magazines and billboards. And I just felt like some of that money, if we took it and put it in our own media property, and my father had pumped in our heads about entrepreneurship and ownership. He kept saying it's better live in a shack than rent a mansion.
Love that.
And he just was adamant about owning and owning and owning. So all of the brothers have ventured out. We worked in Bronner Brothers, but then at night we started our own businesses. Mm-hmm. So we have so many spin-off businesses from the churches, from vitamins, from production companies, from the Upscale magazines that we have ventured out because he put in our heads entrepreneurship.
Yeah. That's where it comes from.
Yes.
A lot of times we're busy, but we have to remember too, you got people watching you. You got people, whether you like it or not, you're a role model to somebody.
Yes.
And you might not even know who they are. It could be your family, but it could also be someone just watching you. So Upscale magazine flourished from there.
Yes.
And what's the premise of the magazine?
It's a lifestyle magazine. When I started it, we had 5 magazines. We had Ebony as a lifestyle, we had Essence as a woman, and we had Black Enterprise. Those were the 3 majors. And I wanted Upscale to be a little bit of each one of those. So I said, I'm going to have some lifestyle. I'm going to have some business. I'm going to have for women, especially since most of our audience from the beauty shows and our products was women. So I said, I'm going to take 3 of those top magazines and
blend them
make
together.
Upscale. That's what I did.
Wonderful. And it's still on stand?
It is still on
flourishing.
newsstand.
It's still good. I know I have a couple of copies. Upscale magazine, everyone. And this is Mr. Bernard Bronner here on Mindset to Manuscript with JT Speaker Truth. And then we're just chatting and vibing and just getting to know him on a deeper level. We have the Truth Tribe here. And many times as we continue to grow this audience, who knows where these episodes will find people, at what point in their lives they might be when they come in this episode. If you were thinking of one word or a few words maybe that could, if you had to write the story of your life, what would the title of that story be?
Oh.
I put you on the spot there.
I don't venture too far from my father's beliefs on what the principles he taught us about God first, family second, and business third. He also talked about working hard and keeping good company and being honest. So I would take all of those principles and work hard. One of the things I like to do is I have, over the last 40 years, I have done so many things, and every time I would do a new project, I would get so excited, and I just wanted everything to just take over the world. And the more I started doing things and the more I learned, I was like, you have to start small and get it right, get the kinks worked out, get the bugs out, and grow it gradually. Don't just say you're just going to be number 1 next month. And I've always say, coach people, whatever money you have, don't spend it all at one time. Break it up into where you're going to spend a little bit at a time, and you're going to improve it and come back. And I used to give people the example, if you got $10,000, don't have a $10,000 budget for your project. Have $1,000 for your project. And once you use that $1,000, it probably will fail. So you'll try the second project, and it probably will fail. By the 3rd or the 4th time, you're starting to get it. And by the time you get to 6, you are a business expert. And you can take that small company and grow it. And a lot of people look at successful companies and they don't understand that principle. They look at McDonald's, this is thousands and thousands of restaurants. And in reality, it's one successful restaurant just duplicated thousands of times. And Starbucks and Walmart, all of those things are one successful store just been multiplied thousands of times.
Well, right there, that's some knowledge right there.
J.T. Kitt, author of the gripping urban fiction Page Turners, Secrets of My Soul and Miracles Pain, invites you into a space where truth takes center stage. Welcome to Mindset to Manuscript with J.T. Speak Your Truth, the raw, unfiltered podcast where diverse voices share their stories, their way.
We write, we amplify sound.
Mindset to manuscripts on the scene. Now's the time to place the dream.
Every other week, JT sits down with culture shapers and change makers, diving into topics like literary innovation, legacy building in family-owned enterprises, beauty industry breakthroughs, and transformative leadership in healthcare, to name a few. You'll hear powerful conversations on topics such as identity and image in the fashion world, the art and impact of independent filmmaking, fatherhood advocacy, public policy, the power of music to heal, and breaking barriers in entertainment. Each episode inspires, uplifts, and reminds you your story matters. Your truth is yours, because your manuscript is the vehicle through which you share your journey. Subscribe now and join us every other Tuesday on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and all social media platforms for conversations that move minds and make impact. Mindset to Manuscript with JT. Speak Your Truth. A product of JT Kitt and Associates LLC, delivering stories that inspire and partnerships that empower.
Mindset to manuscript, hosted by JT Kitt.
So you talked about some of the projects, and I have mentioned some that we are familiar with. What's one that we may not be so familiar with that's like your baby or something that you starting up or really into that you want to share with us?
Oh goodness!
It's that many.
No, you've got the main ones.
Okay.
Like I say, my baby was Upscale since I literally started it. I've had partners and we've done things in the past, but Upscale was like my baby.
What about the vitamins? You mentioned vitamins.
That's my oldest and youngest brother, a set of two brothers. Once my brother died at 38, we were all health conscious and brought up that way, but they wanted to provide for our community a healthier lifestyle, and they started developing vitamins and what they call it nutraceuticals for helping people become healthier.
Wow.
And it has been a super successful business.
What I love too is that, and having just met you, that everyone is supporting everyone.
Yeah.
And I know that there's ups and downs. I won't make you cry or anything like that on this episode, but I know that there's those moments, but regardless of when they come, I'm feeling that bond, and I'm sure that the trips help. I'm sure that they do. So let's talk a little bit about just how you're doing. How's your health? What is it that you do on a regimen? You wake up in the morning. Is there anything that you practice in terms of just you take your vitamins? Do you drink a lot of water? Are there things that you do because you're busy? You're doing a lot of different things, and sometimes we neglect that. We are going, and we think that if we failed or if we sleep. Do you get an opportunity to sleep? Do you take time to sleep or rest?
It goes back to my father, who in his 40s had a major heart attack that they gave up to die. He survived it, but as he survived it, he realized he had to change his lifestyle. He had to eat right. He had to rest. He had to take vacations. He had to just, the things that he did, he put those in us. So I've now turned 65 and I've never had a major health issue, but my father taught us how to juice and drink fresh juice. He taught us how to stay away from unhealthy eating. He taught us how to exercise, and those things have helped the next generation avoid what his generation had to deal with.
Wow.
So We have not had heart attacks. We have not had strokes. We have not had mental breakdowns. We have not had some of the things that the earlier generation that didn't have what they put in us.
Yeah, that's really important because you have a lot of things going on. And when's the next hair show happening?
It's going to be next year,
Okay.
and we're going to have to get you to do your podcast right in the middle of it.
Yes, I love that. You heard that. That's fantastic. I love that.
Yes.
Tell us about that because we want to start following that hair show a little bit. So I know it's not until next year, but where can we go to just look at what we can expect next year and just tell us a little bit about that? How did that even begin?
Oh, it began 78 years ago. My father's generation, they didn't really make their own hair products, but they did distribute other people's hair products.
Okay.
And one of the things that they did is, as they distributed the products, they had to do the seminars to teach people how to use the products. So those seminars grew from 50 to 100 to then thousands and 10,000. And it has just kept going on. And to this day, the shows still train people how to use new products. Their business classes, their hair classes to teach you how to do everything hair and beauty related.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So do you have to be, like, who normally attends the shows?
The shows are designed for licensed cosmetologists and barbers. We do allow them to bring their family and friends and make it a event that everybody can enjoy. But to take the classes, you have to have a license and you have to. But for some of the hair battles and the comedy shows, the friends, everybody can come and participate in those events.
I love that. So is that usually a one day or is that
It's a three-day event.
And it's in Atlanta.
Yes.
That's nice. Is it normally in the summer? Is it summertime or?
We used to do it every February and August, but after COVID, everything has been different. Everything is changing. And the next generation, their number one job is to figure out what works best now for these times that we're dealing with now. And like I say, as the years go by, things change.
They really do. And I hear you saying the next generation a lot. So I already know then that, and this is a silly question, but you're thinking about the future and thinking about the direction of all of your businesses in the future. So what exactly can we expect in your hair products that you have and things like that in the future?
In the future, you can expect that we will have the next generation who are younger,
Nice.
who are more in tune with their culture and their generation and the new technology. One of the things that I had trouble dealing with is getting with the new technology. When my company wanted me to get involved with social media, and I'm like, no, I'm not finna do a MySpace page. And when I did a MySpace, then the next month it was
Something
Facebook,
else.
and the next month and now it's the TikTok generation, and I can't keep up with. I can't keep up with. But their generation, they love their phone. They are glued to it. And it runs everything. And now with the technology, the AI and all of that stuff is just so advanced, and it's some of the stuff is the coolest thing.
It really is.
I don't even take my wallet out my pants anymore. I tap and go to pay for stuff, and
That's great.
it's just a new and improved world.
It really is. You know, I guess it's on what side you're on, but if you're progressive and you take it for what it is, and that is growth, you can really utilize things. And in business, particularly, you can utilize it and grow. So you have your children part of the business and doing things?
Well, for the first generation, there were 2 owners. The second generation, 6 owners. And the third generation, there are 30 of them. So
wow. There is absolute growth. And those numbers are powerful because those perspectives will then be just as diverse. And you'll come in with a nice balance when you think about it. A lot of times people tend to say, no, I just want one or no partners. But you've already told me how close your family is. So I can only imagine that it'll only expand it and make it better. You still have some of the hair products that are out there. No, African Royale.
We do still have African Royale, and African Royale has the Hot 6 oil, which has been a favorite over the years. It also has the African Royale braid spray, which has been the BB has still the Pump It Up products, and it has the Super Grow that has been there for generation after generation after generation. We also, the BB has the oil moisturizer. It also has the new foam wrap, which is huge now. They're using it for braiding. They're using it for
everything. I've used the moisturizer, like that one. I actually go through it really heavy. It's really good. It really just feeds my hair really nicely, which I love. That's great. And then, are you still partners with Forest Films?
No, that has changed. All right. That has evolved into something huge, but not in the form that it once was.
All right. Are you doing anything else outside of the magazine or the beauty product arena at all, or are you sticking and staying kind of in that? I know the brothers are doing the ministry. You feel like you might.
No, we have no more time. And now,
that's it.
now that I'm 65, I have to think about, right now, my goal is work a week, vacation a week.
Nice.
Work a week, vacation a week.
Nice.
So if you have a lifestyle like that, you can't do a lot of new stuff. And people are calling me every day talking about, can we do this? And I'm like, I don't have time for it. Well, it's not just that I don't have time. I don't want to have time because I'm not going to allow anything to take away my beach time, my family time, my going to a country I've never been to.
How's it feel now? You were president, now you're chairman, so now you have that. Do you miss all of the stuff that sometimes you think, oh, well, maybe I wish I was a little bit more part of things, or you love?
Not really. And let's say once you see the next level and get used to it, you don't remember, now that I pay by tap and go, I don't remember pulling out my credit or debit card anymore. I just tap and go. And I started tapping the car. Now I tap the phone. Now I don't even use the phone. I tap with my watch.
That's awesome.
It's so cool.
Technology is nice.
It's so cool.
It's nice. It's fun.
So if you ask me, do you want to go back and pull your car? I'm like, no. Once I get used to this tapping on my watch, I don't want to go back.
That's funny. I love it. You get used to it quickly too, right? The first couple of times, and then you're like, oh, got it. And you don't have to run back if you left your wallet home anymore either, right? You're like, now if your phone's not charged, it's a whole nother story. But I do enjoy it. I'm excited to see too what the siblings and what the next generation for Bronner Brothers does in terms of utilizing with technology. Has there ever been times where, and I know you have your father's principles and I know your family is close, but of course, everyone has their moments. Are there ever times, and just with our Truth Tribe, where it's not really this way? It's not up. There's these moments where you have to think a little harder to get to something, or maybe redirect or do something in that way. And if there was or has been any moments, if you can define even a moment where maybe you had to redirect, maybe it was African Royale, BB, and maybe there was another product that didn't make it or something like that, or any time where you went out. I know you had talked about how that first time it didn't work, that second time, that third time, but by the time you got to the sixth time, was that ever something that you've experienced?
Yes, I've had a lot of projects that failed. And like I said, I learned from them and came back better.
Any particular one that you may have went on a direction to do and it was something that you really thought passionate about? Can you share that with us? And maybe it failed?
You may laugh too hard. I don't know.
You'll be fine. You're in a safe space. You're in the safe space, Mr. Bronner.
So years ago, I had the mentality that we were always going to stay young. So there were several magazines, and there was hip hop, and they were going through this thug stage. Tupac had Thug Life on his chest. Trick Daddy had Baby, I'm a Thug. All of the rappers was just, thug was a new way of lifestyle. So I was like, I'm gonna be young with the thug, and I decided to come out with a line of hair products called Thug Products. And it had dime piece grease, it had bling, sheen. I told you was gonna laugh.
It's a safe laugh.
So here was the problem we had with the products. When we took the products to the retailers to carry them, the retailers looked at our products and said, Mr. Bronner, we love your product, but we don't know about thug. Matter of fact, we don't want no thugs in our stores. I know but we don't want them.
How long ago was this, first of all?
Oh, this is probably 20 years ago.
Yeah.
This is probably 20 years ago.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What happened? So, did you actually have the product produced?
Yes.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh,
we had dime piece grease.
gosh.
We had dime piece grease and bling bling sheen produced.
I know you don't have some still in that storage room down there. Little bottle down there. You're looking back on memories as you're walking away. Oh gosh. Bling bling grease.
It was bling sheen. Yes.
Dime piece
grease.
Dime piece grease and bling bling sheen. I'm just saying it sounds kind of cool, but
it was cool back in those days, but not for the generation that owned the store.
So at what point did you say, okay?
It didn't take us long to realize that we kept getting no.
Do you think it was the name? Because the product itself probably was great, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great product. I think it was the concept. that
you were into thug life.
Was in the thug life.
You was in thug life, Mr. Bronner.
And the thugs weren't running the stores.
Yeah.
The thugs was running the streets.
Which makes sense. But I love that. And I thank you so much for sharing that. Truth Tribe, you just go out there and do it. You don't worry about failing. Go and do it. That's really important. And I appreciate you sharing that. But I'm just saying, don't let me find out. I want to say that did it ever hit the stores at all? Was it in any stores?
It hit a few beauty supply stores, but it did not hit the retail. Retailers said, no, we don't want those customers.
Don't want them, because that's what you will attract.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll attract it. Well, I love that. Well, you've got the ones you have, and I'm glad that you tried it, because I think that's a lot of times how we become leaders, right? When we have done that, when we have failed, when we can sit and say, no, I'm not just telling you, I'm a product of these things that I tried, and we said, no, maybe not so much. But that's very funny. I did laugh. I didn't say I wouldn't laugh. I just said you were in a safe space. We could roll that one back, everyone. I didn't say I wouldn't laugh. I just said you were in a safe space. But that's amazing.
I'm surprised you got excited and talking about you want some bling sheen. Them products was appealing to you. You were like, oh,
no.
Give me a case of that. Yes.
I'm like, shh. Absolutely, shoot.
And it was a lot of people that was like, oh, I'm a dime piece.
Because that was the terminology back then. So you got your dime piece grease. Yes. I just like the alliteration with that too, which is cool. Got your go-to.
Oh, yes.
I love it.
Not just a go-to, but you had to have a whole grill.
The whole grill. That's true. That's true. You cannot have dime piece without the grill. That is so true. We're going to pull up those archives in a second. I love it. This is amazing. Truth Tribe, a lot of times sometimes these episodes, they're just for us to chat and vibe. We have some iconic people. We have Mr. Bernard Bronner here, chairman of Bronner Bros and publisher of Upscale magazine, and has been doing a lot of things. They have the Atlanta hair show that's coming next year for those who are licensed and want to take some classes, bring your family and friends in, and just get an opportunity to see what's going on with there. But make sure that you follow us on Mindset to Manuscript podcast on YouTube. We're also on Spotify. Please subscribe and become a member of the Truth Tribe so that you can maybe get opportunities to sit into sessions like this or some giveaways that we may have. And please visit us at mindset2manuscript.com so that you can stay connected and see what's going on. So what we do, Mr. Bronner, is when we have we don't call you a guest, you're a living manuscript. So this is our Truth Tribe, and now we have our next living manuscript, Mr. Bernard Bronner. Is there one piece of truth, if you think deeply, something that's non-Googleable, something that we can't necessarily find and say, oh, he said that, we remember him saying that. We find sound bites of him saying that somewhere else. But something you can give to the Truth Tribe is just that moment of truth that you like to share that can inspire them beyond just business, but just allow them to understand that there are phases to growth.
Again, I can only repeat what I've said over and over again, and that's the one statement: get it right on a small level first. That's it. Be successful small. I can remember when we was in the record business, and
you in the record business?
We were in the record business.
See?
So
it's coming out now.
And when they told us, they like, you need to have, in order to develop a hit record, you need to get it to be a local hit, then a regional hit, then a national hit. And my mindset in those days is, we're national. I want this to be all over the world. Yeah. And if I had to listen to them and taken our time and gotten it right on the start local and then grow it, I would have been better off. So that's why my personal experiences have me saying, get it right on a small level first.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's really important. I love that a lot, because even with this and what we do on a daily basis and what I'm doing, sometimes you just want to shoot right on up and get there. So get it right on a small level first. That's amazing. So we can find your products, all of the things. We can go on the newsstand and get Upscale.
Yes.
We can... You're online as well? Is there digital?
We are online. Upscalemagazine.com.
Can you repeat that?
It's upscalemagazine.com, and you can have it delivered on your iPad or your phone digitally. We're one of the few magazines to still print copies, and the reason that we still print copies is when I grew up in barbershops and beauty shops, there were always magazines in them. And I have promised our customers, as long as they got customers sitting under the dryer for several hours, I will have them a print magazine that they can literally turn the pages while they're under the dryers.
Yeah. Great. Hooray for print. Print a la viva. I love that. And then the products, African wear, they're everywhere. Anybody just supply store that you go into, you see all of them. And they are, I think each of the brands have dozens and dozens of products underneath them. And I know I've used them, I have them, and they work wonders. So thank you for you and your family for sticking with this, your father's legacy. And can you just tell me a little bit about Dad and before we close out, and your parents, and just that dynamic, and just go a little bit back into when Bronner Brothers became an idea for him, and how he knew, did he know it was going to be this great?
I don't know if he knew it was going to be this great, but I did know that before he started Bronner Brothers, his family, his grandfather was an entrepreneur. And down in the country, they had, if you go back, they had relatives that was making moonshine, and you had relatives that had farms, and they had people that my father's family, there were 11 siblings. And when I used to travel all over the United States, one moved to DC, one moved to Philadelphia, several moved to Chicago, and then Atlanta. In every city that I went to, there was a Bronner Brothers. In DC, there was Bronner Brothers Vacuum Clean Distributor. In Philadelphia, there was a Bronner Brothers Lounge and Nightclub. In Chicago, there was a Bronner Brothers Upholstery Shop. So they spread out. They just opened up a business. And when you train a tribe and send them out, that's what they do. And my father did the same thing with his kids. He trained us and sent us out. And every one of us got a business on the side.
Nice. And the Bronner Brother brand is cohesive in that way, because a lot of times you have people who they have a business, they call it something completely different. And you're like, okay, are you connected? So I think message there about how was the Bronner Brothers this and the Bronner Brothers this and the Bronner Brothers. So you staple that name in your psyche. Yeah. So if anybody comes around, Bronner thing, because you're not calling it that and different things. And I think that's genius, and that's really important, because we do kind of these fancy names. And what about the brand and solidifying that brand? And that's where I think you win. That's where you win. Well, I want to thank you so much, Bernard Bronner, Mr. Bronner.
Thank you for having me. We've had a lot of fun.
Yes.
And no, I am not going to bring that bling blind piece. So don't what's going through your mind. If he could just make
yes,
it does.
Yes. I'll be exclusive.
Because I know, because you can like steal a dime piece. Now I was dead. I was one day, but I'm still now.
That part.
And I saw you lighting up saying, oh yeah, talking about that product was for me.
Absolutely. Y'all don't know. Shoot. Be like, what? I'll be like, this is mine right here. Get a little pouch connected to it. This is mine right here. Shoot. Well, I want to thank you. This has been amazing. I'm so blessed. Thank you for you, your family, your legacy, that are coming next, the new generation. Bless you all. I'm looking forward to some great things happening. Just stay tuned. Be sure to follow the Bronner Brothers, Bernard Bronner, and Upscale magazine, and all that they are doing in Atlanta. Look out for the hair show that's coming. And again, this is Mindset to Manuscript with JT Speak Your Truth. You can go to Mindset to Manuscript and subscribe and join so that you can find out who's coming up next. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this episode, and we'll see you next time.
We built this platform for stories unfold. Mindset to Manuscript, speaking truth bold.
Diverse voices from the street to the stage. Your voice deserves to shake this ground. We coach, we write, we amplify sound.
Mindset to Manuscripts on the scene. Now's the time, the place, the dream. Tell your story and get it straight. Mindset to Manuscript. Mindset to Manuscript. Hosted by JT Key.